Today I'm gonna take you on a hike around the region. It's around 40-50 kilometers, circle through forests, and there is also this beautiful river in the end. So yeah, pretty nice. In the heart of nature, you know. Pretty beautiful pine forest in these areas. These fields to a railway, and then I will cross it, and then it will be a bigger forest. Railway track that I will cross now. Pretty nice little spring river. Hopefully I won't get hit by some train or something. And our journey continues. Is there a better thing you can do for your soul and heart than traveling around Mother Earth, Mother Nature, the forests, the rivers, the lakes, the hills? That's why I love it so much. Free from a Babylon and all that city nonsense or whatever. Right here, it's usually filled with some apples, with some grass and food and stuff, so the deers they have some food for the winter. I like the design, it's pretty nice, you know, helps the animals. 25,000 people got buried in these forests. Here is more international landry. Yeah, pretty deep, you know. This forest has quite a lot of history too. Not the best one, I guess. Can't judge it. Russian embassy and stuff. You know, all the little Babylon stuff here. But it's a nice place, it's a checkpoint for me, so I'm gonna drink some water here and rest, you know, a little bit for a few minutes before continuing. It's always interesting to find some memorial places and stuff in the woods. For some reason we're not really taking that good care of a monument here. But yeah, these times in this part of the world was pretty, as I understand, pretty difficult. So yeah, well, let's continue on my journey and let's drink some water before. Pretty nice view, I think. Over there is the reservoir where I'm going to. Here is a little village, and on the side is the reservoir. Wow, this reserve, this forest is definitely magnificent. Just breathing in all that air and feeling the pine, the etheric oils and stuff. It's so relaxing for the lungs and so cleansing. And then all the birds and the rare species around here is just heaven, to be honest. Wow, beautiful. And here are some flowers, I don't really know, I haven't really seen them before. Magnificent. The beauty of Mother Earth. Lunch I will have an egg, some bread and a few dates, you know. An egg has all the proteins you need actually, you know. And few dates are also very good, it's a dessert. Very good. You know, I'm not a fan of all that synthetic, artificial, ultra processed food, you know, I prefer natural. Very good. Well, that's a good place to have some lunch or whatever, you know. In the heart of nature. You can barely hear any cars or anything, just the birds and the wind. Which is why I love nature so much. What's the point of going out in nature and then bringing a ton of synthetic candies and food? There's no point for that. Let your soul, your body cleanse. I found a very nice place for some resting, you know, so I can continue on my journey. Some dates here, you know, very good desert. Natural sugars are very good for your brain. I'm going to another forest reserve, but that one is a bit nicer. It has a river, and that's where probably gonna spend the night, you know. Rivers are very cleansing energy, that's why. Some information about the forests and the animals that are pretty rare that live here. Also, apparently it's illegal to be here since April the 1st till I think like August the 1st. So I'm being here illegally, but I don't care because nature, all of these laws doesn't exist. I love nature. I don't need laws to tell me how to treat it. But yeah, it's pretty beautiful. I'm going to a different place now. You know, was walking for the past hour. This thing, this road. I'm getting closer to my destination, to the river. You know, it never gets boring even walking the same trail for hours. It's always fulfillment here. It's always beauty. It's the Eden's garden in the forests. The pine aroma here is crazy good. All the essential oils from the cutting down trees. Awesome. Walked and I found a grave in the middle of the forest with no name. The grave also seems to be pretty old. You see how many interesting, random, weird things you can find in the woods. A lot of things. Very near the river now, so I'm kind of just going through these thick trees for the river, and maybe we'll have a swim here, I don't know. It's beautiful. The last challenge before I can relax for a while. And I finally hiked to the river, but I got my shoes wet, so I will need to dry them out, or I'm probably gonna be walking back home barefoot. Well, doesn't matter. It's a beautiful view. Set at my tent up right here. I can see the river here and stuff. Might go and have a swim. Pretty nice. It also seems that this land is owned by someone, so that's why it's so cleaned out, but also it's not too clean. So hopefully for this night no one will have any issues with that. So yeah. Wow. The river is pretty strong. Well, not too strong, but good enough. So refreshing. So that's how I'm drying the shoes out a little bit. And it's not gonna be too much of an issue. They didn't go too bad, but still, it's good that there is sun outside. That's how the inside of a tent looks like. I have a very nice sleeping bag, which can withstand cold temperatures. There's almost no internet connection here, so I have a book about subconscious mind, secrets, and the mysterious power of a word, love formula. You see, pretty cool dude. You can see from the way he looks like that he writes good books. Some dates. Yeah. Is the view. No, it's magnificent. Good night. Night when I was meditating near the river, I just felt so much powerful energy from it, so much stuff. You see, this river isn't any type of river. It's a special one. It's heading straight to the capital of this region and to the heart of the altar. And it was used by artists, by warriors, by all sorts of people through hundreds or even thousands of years. So it was really great, you know, just meditating here in the shore, looking into the stars, hearing the river. One of the best meditative experiences. But now it's time to go. I'm going to a railway and I will go through the lakes. 20-30 more kilometers. So yeah. Peace. Packing my tent up right now. It looks pretty nice when the sunshine hits here, you know. Pretty nice place, pretty camouflaged. Yeah. Private territory. Well, I'm going out of here anyways. Had no issues with anyone sleeping overnight. Oh, what a beautiful weather. I love these forest roads, to be honest. Pine trees, and it's pretty easy to walk on them too, you know. This. And this is a pretty well made hunter's home. Yeah, pretty beautiful, isn't it? All that stuff you can see while walking around the forests. This probably was built by some beavers, pretty cute little animals, and we like to chew wood and then we make dongs like that. A beautiful railroad crossing through the forests. I will have to walk by its side for some time, and then I will go left, and then we will start exploring the lakes. Well, not a good idea to fall into that, you know. Pretty nice view. Now I can say goodbye to the beautiful forest railway and continue my journey deeper into the woods, and soon we will see the lakes. It's like a few different lakes connected with swamps and a little river. A few hours of walking through the woods, we finally had came to the lake things. So this is just the beginning. There is like a small lake over there, and we're all connected through swamps and little rivers like that. So let's continue on my journey, and I might take a swim too on a bigger lake or something. Would be very nice because it got so hot on the sunlight. Whew. And finally here it is, the lake. Very nice place to sunbathe. Need to dry up and continue on my journey, I guess. This was very cleansing, this was very awesome. And it was, blessings by God. I just left the lake now, you know. There are a few more there if I walk by them, but this one was enough for me already. Here are the so-called spring flowers, one of the earliest flowers to bloom. Probably was built like 100 years ago or something. A few more kilometers and I will be back. Beautiful road. And here we are, where we started. Our little hike is over now. I feel spiritually refreshed. To anyone who watched this, thank you. Go and have a hike yourself. Peace and love.